How much money can we actually make with a newsletter? 30 days, zero budget, no existing audience. One target. We're gonna make $3,000 from a newsletter built from scratch. Can we do it? Most people would say no, because we have 30 days starting now, so here's the plan. Devin is our front man. No followers, no money, no unfair advantage. I'll be bossing him around. Step 1, we build the newsletter. Step 2, we beg strangers on the internet to read your stuff. Step 3, make something worth actual money. Step 4, we take their money. This is the whole point. Let's go. All right, step 1, you need to talk about something that people want to throw money at. Your product is your newsletter. And so you're just going to be yelling into a void if nobody actually wants to give you money for this thing. This is the cheat code that most people don't do. But you are going to do it different, and I'm going to teach Codie and Devin how to do it right now. How do you know what to write about? One question. What do you know that took you years to learn that someone else would pay to skip? We're looking for the thing you've done 500 times while everyone else is still Googling how to start. For our man, Codie and Devin, it was YouTube. 5 years consulting on what actually makes videos work. He didn't think that this was worth a lot in a product we're about to show him. He's wrong. Here's the framework I would use. I call it the expensive problem test. Does your audience already spend money on this problem? Because we want to make it. Do you have a faster answer than what they're finding? Yes, we do. Can you prove it? With results, not opinions. Okay, cool. If you check all 3 of those things, then you've got a newsletter topic. If not, you got a blog. And nobody wants a blog. That was very like 1990s. Nobody wants a blog anymore.
I'm going to try and find an audience of people who don't really use AI that well, and I'm going to be the bridge between the current events, what's going on in the world, and all of the intricacies of using AI for the first time, and I'm going to distill it in layman's terms and help people on board to this new world that we live in here in 2026.
So we went all 3 here. The angle, humans and AI working smarter together in video. What actually works? What have we tested on real channels? And not rehashed it from a Reddit thread, like real advice. All right, so now what's the newsletter name? I got you. Me plus machine. Okay, here's what you need to know if you're gonna do this. First, you gotta have who your audience is. So your audience is gonna be who wants this thing. In this case, it's creators and professionals who wanna use AI without spending 40 hours figuring out which tools they need. And then you don't just wanna think about who are you talking to, you wanna think about what is their desire. This is like kind of your oh shit moment, that your niche actually isn't your topic. It's the proven shortcut to somebody's desired outcome. So what does that mean? The desire is, yeah, Devin really isn't writing about AI. He's writing about getting better results in less time. How do you get better results, make more money, do more things in less time? Well, you use AI to get your outcome. So now we know our audience, what they desire, what the outcome will be, so we can sell them. Let's go build this thing. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. First, we got the landing page. One headline, one subhead, one email box, no navigation menu, no social links. That's good because you really want one job to get the email address. Basically, the more choices you put in front of someone, the fewer actions they take. This increases conversion. That's all right. Also, this one's bad. This one's actually pretty good. A couple things are missing, testimonials, because remember, nobody trusts you, everybody trusts your customers. Okay, so second, we've got the welcome sequence. This is like, hi, how are you? Yay. Your biggest thing that you want here is them to respond to you. So make it stupid simple, really short, and get them to respond. Probably something like this. Email 1 delivers the very first newsletter. At about day 3 is where you need to have the option for someone to buy something. So probably not the first newsletter they get, definitely not the welcome sequence they get. Someone who buys something small early is 5 times more likely to buy something big later. The first dollar is the hardest, get it early. The third thing to do is boost. This is where you can basically pay to get subscribers. And that means you can go to other newsletters. Instead of pay per click, you can pay per real person that signs up. I'm talking $1 to $3 per newsletter subscriber that comes straight to you. But this was a pretty massive fail for Devin because he thought you could do it right off the bat and just pay for his newsletter subs. The problem is other newsletter subscribers are not going to allow you to do that until you've built up a little bit of reputation. This is why I told our Canadian Devin that he needs to use Beehive over anything else. This is the why. Because your subscribers are actually yours. Why Beehive versus everything else? This is one of the other reasons I love Beehive, because you could do things like boosts. You actually own your entire audience. It's not renting it like on Facebook or Instagram or something else. Also, wait until you see some of the little secret hacks we're gonna use later. You're gonna want this free money I'm basically giving you from Beehive when you use code Codie30, because I think there's hidden money in newsletters and most people aren't even using all the tools that Beehive has. But before we go and hunt subscribers, I want to show you something wild. Let's talk about how much money we can make with newsletters so you can see what your future can be. These guys, well, they sold their business for 75 million bucks. I should know, I'm buddies with them. This guy, Sean, he made 1 million bucks and he made it in just 12 months with a newsletter. And this guy, anybody know him? Tell me in the notes. Made 5K every single week, replacing his salary as a doctor. What's the deal? They all have newsletter businesses. I think this just might be the most overlooked business in the world. It's literally led me to building a 9-figure media business, which is why I care so much about this experiment. It changed my life, so I'm hoping it can change Canadian Devin's, and also, why can't it change yours? Step 2, subscribers. It's time to grow this bad boy. Here's how our friend Canadian Devin started. He emailed everybody he knew, friends, family, colleagues. He put it on his Instagram story. His mom called people, whatever he could do to get this thing rolling, which is actually the smart way to do it. Good start. But then, before the newsletter is even live, he makes his first mistake. He decided to attach a $5 Starbucks gift card to every single sign-up request. Womp womp. That was supposed to be $750. He was only allowed to spend $1,000 on it, so now he's blown his entire budget. Why that's a mistake? Well, because he just spent $750 for the people who were already gonna say yes anyway. So I'm like, why, Devin, why didn't you ask me? But I think this happens to a lot of entrepreneurs. You need to remember, you don't need to pay your mom or your friends to subscribe. Save that to convince someone on the fence later. But he was cute about it. This is what he said, and I think he was right.
I really goofed, right? They were my hottest leads and the ones who I paid the most for.
Okay, that's why I call this the friends and family round. You know what, from startups, every business has one. I did it myself. Just don't send them gift cards. Day 5, we've got Canadian Devin at 145 subs, and he spent 750 bucks. In the first week, the numbers are actually pretty promising. 60% open rate, that's how many people open the email. 9.7% click-through, how many people go through the email and actually click things. Those are real readers who opted in and asked to hear more from Devin. So at this point, he needs to obsess on his subject line like an ex reading an Instagram caption. Your subject line is 90% of your open rate. Nobody clicks a boring email. No one gives a shit about a welcome email. I want you to justify why from the very first line by providing value. Maybe like this. No, just kidding. Chill out, Devin. Write the subject line before you write the issue. If the subject line doesn't slap, nothing else matters. Oh, and a little tip. Sign it with a name, not a logo. Nobody opens an email from a brand. They open it from a person. Canadian Devin.
We're up to 202, but Codie wants more. According to her, she had around 650 at this time, which means I'm seriously behind schedule. I need to ramp up my exposure to the internet. The game plan as of today, I was talking to Claude earlier this morning, and I want to do a blitz on Twitter. So I'm going to scrape the internet for all of the hottest topics in AI every single day at like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm gonna get Claude to make a voice clone of the articles that we've been writing so that it can write as if it were me. And then I'm gonna ask it to produce 10 Twitter threads in my voice and then post them autonomously over the course of the day.
I call this the surface area sprint. So yeah, I love that Devin is deciding to blitz. More platforms, more posts, more places for strangers to accidentally discover he exists. Maybe Devin did get kicked out of 10 or 101 Facebook groups, but who cares? You can't sit in a corner and hope the internet finds you. You go to it. And the part I like even more, he's not just posting more, he's built a whole AI machine to do it for him. That is the leverage. The people who learn to use AI as a force multiplier, not a crutch, but an actual engine that runs while they're off the clock, those are your future winners. Everyone else is bringing a knife to a gunfight and wondering why they're getting kicked. Devin gets that, and I respect it. What I do not respect is the price he decided to charge. Here is my advice for Devin. Just got done talking to Devin. Here's the thing. First-time entrepreneurs do something silly, but that makes a lot of sense almost every single time. And that's they try to sell cheap things first as opposed to expensive things. Here's why you don't want to do that. You don't have volume yet. You don't have enough people that want to buy from you.
So you need to sell something more expensive so you can get a little margin, a little profit in order to keep going. The more volume or clients you have, the more that you can sell cheaper things. But in the beginning, you're not going to be able to do that, and that's okay. So we're going to raise Devin's prices right now.
In the meantime, he keeps pushing on distribution, posting in communities, building an AI-powered content system, getting kicked out of roughly a third of all groups he joins for being too promotional. But the subscriber count, it's climbing. Day 15, 309 subscribers. By day 21, 600 subscribers. That audience, it's worth something. Beehive's ad network is going to start to pay them to reach them right now. The boost lever would grow the list faster. Neither one has been fully activated.
We've got about 600 subscribers so far, which not a lot, but also when you think about it, putting 600 people in a single room would be a really big room. We've landed an affiliate deal with this AI company called Duckbill, and they're going to give us $100 for everyone that signs up to their program. It's not enough to like change my life or anything like that, but again, at this stage, we're just trying to get the gears turning. Next, we're working on a big ticket item. I'm thinking about charging $1,000 for this. It's a 4-page PDF document. It's 5 years of experience in my field distilled down into 4 easy to read pages. And when you pair that with AI, like when you take that PDF and you insert it into your AI, it basically does 80% of my job as a strategist online for you. So I think it is worth $1,000. I actually think it's worth more, but it is daunting to try to sell something at that much money when you just don't have that kind of experience, even though I actually think the product is worth more than $1,000. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. I'm actually a little scared to be selling this product because it's kind of my secret sauce for my main job. So if I sell it, then it kind of like reduces the value of my main job because then everybody can kind of do it. I think I need an intervention or something. Like seriously, please help me out. Help me get over this mental hurdle.
This is called the wallet trap. When you assume buyers think and operate like you in financial decisions. You live in your own budget, right? You have your own price sensitivity, your own definition of expensive, and you project that. But that's where the false belief of, I could never charge that much comes from. Your wallet has nothing to do with your customer's wallet. So Devin's gonna stop writing because articles are a distribution tool, not a product, meaning that we make nothing from them. So a good article is gonna earn us the right to sell something, but it's not gonna give us the money. We've been treating the article and the product like the same thing. Devin's got 750 people opening his emails, and that's like a big room, right full of people who chose to be there. But you know, if you stand in that room every week, giving a free talk and walking out without once asking for anything in return, it's kind of a waste. So to address the secret sauce problem, you think selling what you know makes you less valuable? It's backwards. Every time you package your expertise and put a price on it, you force yourself to go deeper. The consultant who gives everything away stays at the same level for years. The one who sells their knowledge to stay ahead of what they've already sold, well, they make more money. Packaging, it doesn't make you replaceable, it makes you irreplaceable. That 1000% price concern, let's just do the math. The other option was like 50 bucks, right? So at 750 subs, a $50 product that somehow everyone buys is $37,500 in like theoretical yearly revenue. You need 100 sales to make the first $5,000. With a list the size that we have, you're never gonna get there. You know what you can sell to 5 people out of 750? A $400 product. $2,000? Proof the model works. You keep the margin moving. You said it yourself. You think this thing is worth $1,000, I told Devin. So charge for it. Move fast, deliver at 80%, ship it to debt. So I said all this on the phone, and then he sat back down. And he got ready to roll. No more drafts, no more thinking about whether he was ready. He opened Beehive, he added the title, the YouTube Master Rulebook, 106 rules, 5 years of everything he knows about making YouTube work, 2 formats, a PDF and a markdown file you can drop straight into Claude so your AI thinks the way he thinks. And he set the price at 400 bucks. And he sent it to every person on his list. And then he went for a walk because he didn't know if he could look at the screen when the first notification came in. Step 4, money o'clock. So this is day 28, 1,140 subs. The YouTube Master Rulebook is live at 400 bucks a pop. And immediately we've got a giant problem with this landing page. Okay, this landing page, no bueno. Let me tell you why. You got to think about it like a YouTube video with a thumbnail. The thumbnail on there is basically a bunch of text you can't read very easily. No bueno. So here's what we need to do instead. Nail that title. Go look on Product Hunt, see what the top converting landing pages look like. Pick one of those and just duplicate the image. Take the image, drop it inside of
I like ChatGPT actually for image recreation, voice to text what you want it different, and then have it be something sexy up top. Like this video book got 1 billion views, or how to get your first 1 million views on YouTube. Devin, you know this. You're a YouTube guy. You got to sell this.
Okay, so we're super proud. A little round of applause for our man, Devin, who fixes it. He's got the new thumbnail. He's got a headline that doesn't read like terms and conditions. Then he pushes to everybody. I'm talking Discord groups, WhatsApp, 400 direct messages to people who now know his name. The Beehive notification came through, first sale at $400. He almost listed this for almost nothing, you guys. This makes me so happy. It's like, get it in. Now, I know that's not life-changing money, but in the context of what we're building, it's a data point. It was the first time a complete stranger, not, his mom, not a friend, not someone he like guilted in subscribing, actually decided that what he knows is worth paying for because Canadian Devin is a stud. So he basically got scared about putting a price on 5 years of work, but someone said yes. And I remember he literally, you guys, he texted me immediately. And well, you can see what I responded. Because I remember when he was thinking about sending this, and I had to send him, do you hate money? Get back to selling, because he hadn't sold anything yet. But today, the results are different. Like in 30 days, the question was, how much money can you make from a newsletter? Here's where we actually landed. We got about 1,920 subs, which is great. Then we had 11 product sales, which brings us to our total of $4,400 in revenue, which is hot. But what did it cost us? Well, we've got a $200 service fee, about $750 in those gift card sales we probably shouldn't have done, which leads us to $3,450. But what's entrepreneurship if we don't make a few mistakes? I think $3,450 from zero in 30 days is not bad at all. So the answer to the question is yes, you can make money from a newsletter in 30 days, even starting from basically nothing. And this video has given you an honest picture of what that timeline actually looks like and the most common mistakes people make. Most people don't start a newsletter because they don't think they can make money from it fast enough. This experiment, I think it proved them wrong. You just need some expertise, the right platform, willingness to sell what you know before you feel completely ready, because you are the product. The newsletter is just distribution. Devin had something worth paying for long before any of this started. I believe that you do too. And he just didn't believe he was allowed to sell it. If you want the full playbook, every tool, every step, every mistake, it's in the description. You can also have Beehive's free trial linked there. And if you want to follow where me plus machine goes from here, Devin is still publishing. I'm signed up. He's going to figure it out in public. The platform that ran this entire experiment is Beehive. Link is in the description. Use code Codie30 and you get 30% off for the first 3 months. Everything you just watched Devin build is inside from day one. Just go start yours. Owner Nation, I'll see you next time. Link your newsletters below.